Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So today I want to estimate the dividends that we're going to get tomorrow in our fund of funds ETFs like YMAX, YMAG, and then ULTI, the newest one. So those three, as we know, are on a different schedule than the others. We already have Mr. Cardona. Welcome. Let's go to Batcave. Where is that? Is that where I am? Yeah, good morning. Okay, so first let's look at the calendar again as a reminder. We should get a dividend declaration by this time tomorrow morning. So let me go pull this up over here and just remind you all again. And we'll do some estimates on what the dividends might be. Okay, so as a reminder, we've got two different schedules for dividends. We've got the covered call ETFs from YieldMax, which pay out typically the first week of the month. And then we've got the fund of funds ETFs, which typically pay out mid-month. And there are three of them. There is the two fund of funds, YMAX and YMAG, and then the one ultra ETF, which is ULTI. So that distribution schedule for these, which it happens to be that the fund of funds and the ultra ETFs are on the same schedule. April 16th is the declaration date. April 17th is the ex-dividend date. The record date is April 18th, and then they're paid out by the 19th, which should be Thursday. So by Thursday, hopefully anyone invested in these funds has a nice fat dividend in their account. Okay, so with that, let's go look at the first one, which is YMAX. YMAX is the Universe Fund of Funds. This is currently a trailing annual 32% yield. 30-day SEC yield 41.16%. So this one, the last 2 months, it's paid out 53 cents and then 56.8 cents. So a simple estimate for what this would be, you would take 53 cents and then add it to 56.80 and then divide by 2 and you would come up with basically 55 cents. And if you were to annualize that, that would be 661. And then let me go over here. So for YMAX, it's currently, and we'll look at the charts too, it's currently trading at 21.28. So if it were to pay a 55-cent dividend, that would be annualized 31%. So it would probably drop a little bit in percentage, but that's also because the fund has gone up a little bit too. Since inception, it's up like $1.40. Okay, and then the next one, so that's YMAX. YMAG is the Magnificent Seven. So that's invested in the Magnificent Seven stocks, of course, which are Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, Meta, Microsoft, Nvidia, and Tesla. So if you want exposure to all of these companies, and I would not necessarily agree that Tesla still belongs in the Magnificent Seven, because for those of you keeping track at home, it hasn't performed so magnificently over the last year or so. And Tesla investors particularly know that. But the distribution rate for the YMAG fund is 34.24% trailing 12-month annualized, not trailing 12-month, but if you annualize the dividends that it's paid, it's 34.24%. 30-day SEC yield is actually higher, 38.38%. And let me go back here for a second. Okay. Yeah, so this one, yeah, so I like probably 6 of these. Well, even Apple is not so hot at the moment. Amazon's still pretty good. Google still all right. Of course, Meta, Microsoft, and Nvidia are probably the hottest of the 7. So the distribution details here, this one actually went up. So to do a simple estimate, we would take, say, 43 cents, which it paid in February, Valentine's Day. The 14th, it was March 13th that it paid, or that it declared 59 cents. So that would be $1.02 divided by 2 would be 51 cents. If we were to annualize that, that would be annualized $6.13 out of $20.68. So that would be almost a 30%. So it would drop a little bit in terms of percentage, but this one also has, let's see, since it started 1989. So it's gone up like $1.70 or $1.80 almost. So you're getting upside and you're getting dividends and you're getting exposure to the Mag 7, which a lot of people like. Now for ULTI, ULTI is actually, hopefully that becomes our ultimate dividend of the three, 74.71% annualized distribution rate. And this one, I just did a holdings review last Friday. Check that out if you haven't already. So $1.06, we've only got 1 month case study here. I think I've been doing some other estimates. I was going to get into some spreadsheet analysis on this video. We'll see how it goes. I still might, but we could be probably the same. I'm thinking either the same or slightly higher, maybe like $1.25. But if we annualize this one again, we already know that's 1278 annualized. And then ULTI, it's 1714. But the thing is with this one, because it's got already such a low NAV, that would still be a 75% payout. But if they declare another, like say $1.50, then that's automatically gonna take the $1.50 out of the share price. So then you're looking at a 1564 share price, and it's got to recover by that much. And that can tend to be a challenge sometimes. Let me do some comments here real quick. So we got a few of you. There's Richard King, welcome. Amen for the dividend. We'll see. Yeah. To the Bat Cave, Batman. Oh yeah, Batman, right? Time for church. Yeah, right after this video, right? What about the NAV erosion expectations? Well, that's what I'm saying with ULTI. I think with ULTI, if they pay like $1.50, then it's going to be tough for it to recover from that. Hopefully, it doesn't become like a defiance fund where they're literally just paying out these great dividends, but the NAV just keeps on declining straight down. Hopefully, it doesn't do that. After church in Florida, I used to go to all you could eat Chinese. Oh yeah, that's always great. A great Sunday, church and buffet. Great Sunday fun day, right? Okay, now let's do a chart comparison of the three. And let's see, I'll use YieldMax, not YieldMax, but Seeking Alpha. Okay, so we've got ULTI over here. I'm going to add YMAG. And then the YMAX over here. Okay, so year to date, price return, ULTI's already down 11%, not too encouraging. YMAG is up 3.6%, YMAX is up 6.93%. If we look in terms of total return, we're going to have still negative 6.23%. So even with the dividend reinvested, you're still down, or even just including the cash dividend, which is actually what I think Seeking Alpha does. YMAG is 9% total return, YMAX is 12.66%. So these two over the same time horizon, actually a shorter time horizon because these two haven't been around since the beginning of the year. So the S&P, even with a 2-week to 1 month to, in the case of ULTI, 2-month head start is well, we can't say this for ULTI because it's down, but at least for YMAX and YMAG, with almost a month's head start, because the S&P obviously has a full year's, the full year to date period of trading, whereas these other two, uh, one started 2 weeks after the beginning of the year, one started a month after the beginning of the year. So even with less time under their belt, they're outperforming the S&P. So that's encouraging. As far as, let's see here, I guess they're too new for Seeking Alpha to rate. Or maybe this is just ULTI. Yeah, that's just ULTI. Let's see. Let me go over here. Maybe we can do some quick analysis over here. And then we've got Roundhill Tuesday. That's always a weekly topic. Okay, let me do this over here. We'll do some quick spreadsheet stuff. All right, let me share the screen again really quick. Let's see, use the S&P 500 as a backdrop. I did. That's like the default in Seeking Alpha. And two of them are outperforming it, which is really encouraging. Okay, so now let me share the spreadsheet. I missed you all yesterday. I didn't even put out a video. That's actually been rare for me to miss a day. But yeah, super busy yesterday. Good day, but busy. ULTY. Okay, so let's do ULTY, YMAX, and then YMAG. This should be pretty quick. Okay, and then maybe I'll move these over here, and then I'll move over here, or I'll try to. Nope, doesn't want to let me. Okay, then. All right, so just ignore the stuff to the right. So we're going to have share price. We're going to have dividends. We'll start out with that, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so like we said, ULTY is about $17 and change, 17.14 to be exact. And then YMAX is 21.28. YMAG is 20.68. Isn't this just cutting edge spreadsheet analysis? Typing in the price of the funds? It'll get better, I promise. Okay, so if I go back over here, let's see here. This tool is actually not as good. The StreamYard's not as good as Streamlabs. When my sound works, Streamlabs is a much better one to use. Okay, so I want to do a couple things here. So for ULTY, the $1.06, and I'll get into more complex analysis on these, looking at the trades, looking at the wins and losses, and I'll eventually start coming up with a better estimate for dividends. But for now, this is what we're going to do. Okay, so we were at, let's see, 106.53. Yeah, 106.53. Let me go over here. Okay, so 106.53. So here's the thing. Okay, if we times this by 12, if ULTY is not able to appreciate in price, you could have a collapse of the NAV. See, like if it was just to pay out this same dividend, well, what'll happen, as you know, like the dividend will go down. If it drops by the same amount of the dividend, then the dividend won't continue to be $1. And if it did, I mean, you would literally probably have a reverse split before the end of the year. So, okay, I believe for YMAX we said 50, was it 55 cents we said? We just go back over here real quick and look at it. Okay, YMAG. So YMAG actually went up. So we could see that again. We could even see maybe a 75-cent dividend. But we were estimating just averaging the two would be, it was, if we just take these two and then divide by 2, we get 51 cents. The other one we were saying 55 cents. And then, of course, if we annualize these, I'm doing in the spreadsheet what I already did for you all earlier in the video, just giving you a visual. And then we will center this one. Okay, but the thing is, so for YMAX, we went from 0.4306 to 0.592, right? So based on the fund, it's been doing pretty good over the last month. So if we kept gaining, the same amount, we could have, like I said, a 75-cent dividend this month. So if we were to have a 75-cent dividend this month, then we could say, let's see, 0.4306 plus 0.592 plus 0.75. If we were to project this one out, then our new annualized average would become, oh, I forgot the equal sign. So then, well, that's not right. Oh, divided by 3, that's why. Duh. So we could average like 59 cents over 3 months. It could be something like that. So that's our annual yields. Oops, not a minus sign. It's a positive number for now. So with the YMAX and the YMAG, I actually think these are two of our most stable ones so far because we're paying out. So it's 32% for YMAG, and you're getting upside. So you're getting a pretty good dividend. I mean, over 30%, you can't really complain about that. 33% for YMAX, and you seem to be getting upside there too. And then ULTI, 75%, but this one seems probably more unsustainable. They are balancing in and out of a lot of different trades. I think half of them at least. Let's see what we got here. I hope the Cougars are happy you took a day off from videos. Oh, I'm sure they are. I'm absolutely positive they are. No reverse split. Yeah, hopefully not. Okay, one more quick thing and then we'll end the video. I just want to show, I did the comparison over here, but I want to look at the performance of, let's take this one out. So for ULTI, let's see, I can't see, uh, let's see, for March, okay, the last month or so, I just can't see it, or maybe, no, maybe like mid-month. It's been dropping, so I can't see it paying a huge dividend, honestly. I can't see it being higher than what it was. And plus, I mean, it started out at, when it went public back in late February. Started out in 1935, so it's lost over $2 a share. So I can't see the dividend being higher, honestly, than what it was last month. For YMAG, let me take out the S&P. For YMAG, it's gone up. So I can see the dividend being either the same or higher on this one. For YMAX, I really, honestly, of all the YieldMax funds, I think YMAG may be the safest and possibly the best overall play. If you love YieldMax and you want to be in one, I think of all of them, because I mean, Coney and NVDY and even MSTY are great, but that's, because the underlyings are going up. But this one has a more stable yield, and you're based on an index that's going to continue to go up, in my opinion. So this one has been, over the last month and a half, we've been going up. So I can see the dividend here being the same, if not more. So that is a rough estimate of the dividends. Let's see, what does Justin Jones have to say here? ULTI isn't going to last. Its fundamentals are flawed. I tend to agree with you, just looking at the charts and the facts. You can't keep paying out 100% of profits while letting the NAV eat the monthly trade losses. I agree. Well said. All right, on that note, thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe, and join Discord, and we will see you all later today. Should be back later today. All right, see ya.